All right, so let's pull up NQ over here on the right. We got ES over here on the left. Zoom out a little bit on the 15-minute. Got my Asia high, Asia low. Already charted out. Asia high was at 8 p.m. Eastern. Asia low was at 11:30 p.m. Eastern. We can see that we swept Asia low. We came down on the 1 hour. You can see that we swept this external low down here at the swing low. We swept Asia low, and then we pumped and took out Asia high. Right, so we can expect that to happen pretty often, that type of thing, especially when we take out an external liquidity level as well as an Asia high or Asia low. We can expect that that reversal. Okay, so let's look for our London high, London low. London low is down here all the way at 2:45 a.m. 2:45 a.m. London low. Okay, I have not swept that London low. Then we got London high up here at 4:45 a.m. that we have swept. We've taken out London high now. All right, so we on a higher time frame. Let's go up to a daily. Look at this volume gap. I expect us to try to fill this volume gap that we had right here, and it looks like, right now we're starting to kind of get that pump, just a little bit. Let's see if we want to go and fill this whole volume gap today. Again, we did have on a higher weekly time frame. We got a weekly divergence. We can see that ES took out our last week's low. NQ has not taken out last week's low, and I really wanted to see us do that. We failed to do so far. We have this big old imbalance on NQ. I expect us to come down and try to fill that imbalance after filling that volume gap, or at least maybe touching into that volume gap. Right now we can see we are dropping. Okay, so we filled half of that volume gap, or at least touched up into it a little bit. And now we're starting to get that drop at market open. I want to see the short step in and take us down to that Asia low, London low, and down to that previous week low is what I would like to see happen today. So let's see what we do after we sweep this liquidity at these lows. I would like to see a continuation to the downside, see if we can get involved in these shorts and see that we're forming these little breaker patterns, bearish breakers around the 2 minute, the 1 minute. Let's see if we're going to be able to get involved. I'm kind of looking for a trade a little bit quicker today. Just because we see these shorts already stepping in, and I am short biased down to our previous week low. We're bouncing off a 4-hour fair value gap up here. We're bouncing off a 1-hour fair value gap here. We're bouncing off that volume imbalance as well. I would like to see a continuation to the downside. Just got to look and wait and see if we can get some kind of entry opportunity in these shorts to catch us down to Asia low, London low. So that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. That's where my mindset is at, trying to target those lows. So we've gotten a breaker structure on the 1 minute, market structure shift on the 1 minute. Let's just see if we're going to get some kind of pullback, be able to get involved. Got that 5-minute imbalance above now. 5 minute, 1 minute, 2 minute imbalance. We're under VWAP now. So now I'm just kind of waiting to see if there's going to be an opportunity for us to find a trade. I want to see these shorts continue. I want to see NQ give us a chance, though. Right now we have not really been given a chance to get involved. We're just kind of running away. But we did create that breakaway displacement fair value gap. Great resistance level, great level to look for entries off of. You can see this 1 minute bearish breaker with the high, low, higher, high, displacement of the lows. We have our sell side targets, right? We've got our Asia low, or we've got our London low would be our ultimate sell side target, and then our previous week low. But right now we're just kind of running. We're kind of running away. We don't really have an opportunity to get involved just yet. Just because I'm not going to chase the shorts. Okay, but if there's an opportunity for us with some pullback or something, that's when I would be looking for an entry. Morning, Pulenta. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so maybe let's see if we can get some kind of retracement, something clear to where we can still catch a good risk to reward setup down to that London low. Go sweep our sell side target. Yeah, we're getting some retracement here. Getting some nice retracement here. It would be nice to see us come up and touch into this fair value gap up above. Use VWAP as well as that kind of resistance up here. And we can look to the left of our chart, see what we're bouncing off of here. Got a 15-minute order block down below. Let's see how aggressive we're going to pump through. If we start to get a nice drop from this level, I'll start to get an entry the shorts, but not if we're pumping through too aggressively. I want to be patient here. We're getting a very aggressive bullish move, so I want to be careful. Make sure we're not going to try to just pump right through those levels. Make sure this isn't just a fake out move at market open. Okay, I'm going to test out the shorts here, guys. Half a lot. I'm going to test them out. We're bouncing off VWAP. We're bouncing off that 1 minute imbalance above. So I got an entry at 18.72125. I'm going to try them out. I'll keep a stop at about 55 ticks above that 50% level for now. This is what I meant. We're kind of being a little bit aggressive to the upside, so we might get stopped out pretty quick here. We're not really getting that bounce anymore. Let's see, 18.735 is my stop, which we just hit. That was pretty aggressive move up. This looks like this might be our this might be that Judas swing on the shorts here. Let's see how we bounce off this level. 5 minutes looking pretty bullish here. Again, I wanted to test that one out, give it a shot. But we did pump pretty aggressively. So let's see what we do once we retest this level up above. We're testing that bearish breaker. We can still get a reaction back down. But now, I wanted to give that one a shot. I wanted to give it a chance to come down and take out that London low. So let's see how this 5-minute candle closes here in just a few seconds. We're creating that gap above on the 5-minute. We're still respecting the 1-minute imbalance, 2-minute imbalance. That was a pretty aggressive pump up there. Again, I was willing to give it a shot, get involved, try to get involved early on that move. Okay, so that 5-minute close, we got that imbalance above now, right here. Five-minute imbalance above, 5-minute order block above. Still could be a strong resistance level. See what type of reaction we get off this level. We obviously just pumped super aggressively right through this imbalance. Right after showing a reaction, didn't really get that follow through. So now I'm going to be a little bit more patient. I'm liking that reaction we're getting off that 5-minute. But we still haven't really seen any down close candles yet. We've only seen green candles here on that 1-minute time frame. Still respecting our 1-minute imbalance, and we're bouncing off that 5-minute. Just want to be careful here. Just because we have so much bullish momentum here, want to be careful looking for that next entry. Just want to be patient, wait to see what price is really trying to do here. All right, but I was willing to give that one a shot, half a lot. We're starting to get a nice bounce off that 5-minute. I'm thinking about getting an entry again, but again, I want to see at least some kind of down close candle on the 1-minute. or at least an attempt to make a down close candle. I'm liking that. I'm liking that we're stalling here and that we are getting a reaction off that 5-minute imbalance. I am liking that. All right, I'm going to test out the shorts one more time here with half a lot. I'm going to test them out. 18,734 will be my entry, or is my entry. In 734, we got to push down through VWAP though. I'm going to keep my stop at the high again, 55 ticks, 18,747.75. We've really got to see us. Yeah, we're really not trying to push through. So I got the 55 tick stop still on half a lot, but we can see that we're just bouncing off VWAP even after getting that nice reaction off that 5-minute imbalance. Yeah, this is very aggressive, very volatile. See if we get stopped out again here. This is not what I want to see here. I don't want to see this volatility. I really wanted to see us get that continued reaction to the downside. We got that sell side liquidity. We're getting pretty close to my stop. You can see how these candles are moving. Candles are moving kind of hectic right now. Very volatile. We did have news come out earlier this morning. We do have news coming out at 10 a.m. Eastern. We'll see what happens here. Looks like we're going to try to pump right through my stop loss here. Yeah, I mean, this 1-minute candle looked great. Looked like we're really going to start pushing down. Got an entry, and then we just come right back up off VWAP. So we'll see. We'll see if we want to make that push down or if we're going to come right through our stop loss. Okay, we're back retesting VWAP. We're getting close to retesting VWAP here. We're back at break even. Again, if you want to make it, if you want to get out, you can get out at break even if you don't like this trade. I'm willing to give this one a chance still. I'm willing to give it a chance. We just got to push through VWAP here. Still struggling here, still struggling. We're about to close on this 5-minute candle. I do like how this 5-minute candle is going to close. Be nice if this one closes red. Again, we're still struggling to push down. Right, my target would be these lows. That would be my first target. My second target would be London lows. I'm not going to add into a full just because we have barely been in the profit on this trade at all so far. We're still really struggling at this level. So I'm going to be patient to add into a full. I don't feel the need to rush and add into a full just yet until we see some kind of confirmation that we're actually trying to make that push down. 15 minutes still closed with displacement, but we can see that we're respecting that 15-minute bullish imbalance so far. But we displaced this 15-minute order block. So we'll see here. We can make some kind of attempt in these shorts. Right, I love that reaction we got off the 5-minute. That was that conviction for me to get in these shorts. We have our sell side targets. We bounced off a bunch of higher time frame imbalances above. But we can just see how volatile we are right now. Price is all over the place. We'll see what it wants to do here. Again, I have not added into a full yet. Still sitting in half a lot. Just waiting for some kind of, just some confirmation that, that will make me want to add into a full. needs to be in the profit. If we continue to push up like this, I'm obviously not going to add it to a full position. Right now it looks like we're still trying to target my stop loss here. We're just kind of chopping in this range. Looks like, I mean, this 5 minute looks like we're trying to push higher here. Maybe a little bit more into that imbalance. All right, so barely just wicked up and stopped me out there. So tough start to the day so far. No worries, just half a lot. I was willing to be a little bit more aggressive, this morning. Really seeing that breakout, expecting those shorts to continue. Bouncing off all these higher time frame levels. We can see that right now, long wick on this daily candle. We might try to push up more into that. We might try to push up more into that volume gap. Let's see if we want to come in and disrespect this 5 minute bearish imbalance here. We have that strong 5 minute bearish order block, bearish fair value gap. I really wanted to see these shorts come in. But right now we're really struggling, so I'm not going to just hop into, another short position just yet. Right now the 1 minute looks like it's really trying to push higher. See how this 5 minute closes. Look, we have this power of 3 here. With this low, we just touched into that OTE of the power of 3, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Retracement back into that fair value gap that's now, we just touched into that 0.62 level. Let's see if we're going to get a reaction. Or if we're just going to keep heading up from here. So my bias is still short, guys, until we can actually displace that 5 minute fair value gap, 5 minute order block. Try to push through those highs. My bias is still in the shorts. It's just we are very volatile right now. We do have news coming out in about 10 minutes. That's another nice close on the 5 minute. All right, those shorts, you could look for another entry in the shorts. Right now I'm just kind of waiting just because of this volatility. We're moving very aggressively. We do have that news, so we have that pending home sales month to month at 10 a.m. Eastern, so that's coming up in 10 minutes. That is a red folder news event, so we'll see some, a good impact on the market from that. So let's see if this market wants to show us something clear and get some kind of good entry. Right, this is the tough part, is trying to short right above VWAP. It's hard because we're seeing that support. We're seeing a struggle to break through. A lot of manipulation, a lot of trying to come back up, but we did touch that golden zone, that OTE level. Right, accumulation here, manipulation above, grabbing all that buy side, dropping, taking out the lows, displacing the lows. I really wanted to see that continuation to the downside, but we're not doing that just yet. We're not really doing too much. All right, and I will not be convinced in the longs until we can actually break above these highs. The shorts to me still look really good. It's just about getting these entries. These entries are hard right now because we are moving so much. that our stop losses, right? Our stop losses are hard to do because say we got an entry here, it's a 60 tick stop to the top of that, right? So we keep manipulating up, just grabbing our stop and then coming right back down. So it's a hard spot to get good entries because of this volatility. I still want to see these shorts come in. Can we break out of this choppy little range? Probably wait for that news to come out in a few minutes. So far, we're just kind of seeing a little bit of a chop fest right here. Really thought we were going to get that actual breakout. After seeing that move at market open, seeing that retracement into that imbalance, I was like, okay, this is a good setup. We got that bearish structure. But ever since then, we've just kind of been chopping. So probably just going to wait for that good setup. Probably wait for that news to come out. Again, this would be a day. This would be the type of day you might want to play a little bit lighter, right? With this volatility in the market, we're moving a lot. We're gonna have these stop losses are going to be difficult to have. So it'd be a pretty good day to play a little bit lighter. So far, we're just chilling on this range. We're just chopping. Probably just waiting for that news to come out. And then we'll see an acceleration of price. Leading into silver bullet hour, we got that news coming out. Looks like we're just kind of waiting. We're just kind of waiting for that release. Waiting to see what that news looks like. Not doing too much here. So yeah, I'll wait for us to break out of this range. Probably for that news to come out, give us some direction, give us some real price action. Not this choppy stuff. And like on the 5-minute, guys, seeing this 5-minute order block here, strong displacement candle, fair value gap. To me, that's a great entry. We have our sell side targets bouncing off higher time frame bearish levels. I have all these convictions, all these convictions in the shorts, but we just decided to chop going into the news, so we just haven't really gotten any good price action ever since that initial market open drop. Okay, but I still like my setups. I mean, look at the 4-hour imbalance here. We touch up into it, get that nice reaction back down. We've got our previous week low that ES is taken out that I wanted to see NQ target. 4-hour order block we're bouncing off of. Go to the 1-hour imbalance we're bouncing off of. All of these convictions for me. We touched above that 50% of that volume imbalance, and then we start dropping. So to me, the shorts still look really good, but now I'm going to wait for that news to come out. And we might see the shorts drop like crazy, but again, we're seeing so much manipulation, so much chop. It's not worth getting in a trade right now. I want to wait, see what we're offered. We're seeing a lot of SMT divergence here too, and ES is not taking out the low, and Q is. All right, look at those shorts go now. All right, can't give FOMO though, guys. We cannot give FOMO. Got to understand. If this does come take out our TPs, well, I'm not going to take a trade leading into news. We had our analysis right. That's fine. If this does end up coming down and taking out that low, right? We still have strong SMT divergence here. at the lows with NQ and ES. ES is trying to drive higher. This might be that fake out move. See that SMT here. Looks like price might want to push up a little bit. Okay, we got news coming out in about 3 minutes. Look at the VIX. Yeah, the VIX is dumping right now. The XY is also bearish. All right, so it looks like NQ wants to pump. Again, that could all change when news comes out. Could look completely different. So we've got 2 minutes until that release. But after seeing this move here, strong SMT divergence at the lows, NQ sweeping sell side liquidity. Looks like NQ is trying to push up here. Looks like NQ is trying to push up and push for the highs. So what I'm hoping is that this news will accelerate us, give us some volume, give us some good price action, some clear direction. We can give it a few minutes to kind of calm down, pick that direction, and then we can look for entries off of that. Okay, I don't expect today to be as much of a ranging day that we've seen in the past 2 days. I want to see today be more of an expansion day. It's Thursday. We're at near the end of the week. We have not really seen any expansion days yet. So I want to see something better. I want to see some better price action. I'm sick of this ranging stuff we've been seeing. And again, if we do end up ranging, well then can't really do too much about that. Unless we do actually have a real like seek and destroy condition where we can really look for good entries. Alright, so I'm not going to be in a position, guys. We have that news coming out in about 15 seconds. I'm going to wait for that to come out, see what kind of reaction we see in the market. See if this is good or bad news. Alright, so it's being released right now. Looks like it was pretty negative news. Pretty bad news there. Pretty bad news. Looks like we might get a dump. Let's see again, guys. Still gotta wait to see what the market wants to do. I'm not gonna jump into any trades. We can see this volatility. Yep, expect the manipulation. But yeah, that news did come out very negative. The expectation was minus 1.1%, and the real number was negative 7.7%. So pretty negative there. Yeah. Let's see, we still have not really been pushed in any direction. We're still sitting in this accumulation. I'm expecting some kind of breakout pretty soon here, though. Just want to get out of this level right here. So we can see that hourly candle close, bounce off these this bullish imbalance down below. Did not get any kind of displacement on the hourly. Bouncing off an hourly order block imbalance. Looks like these longs want to step in here. We'll see with that negative news coming out if this is going to be a manipulation. All right, we still can't break out of this accumulation. We're still just sitting right in the middle of it. Just gotta wait for that to end. Gotta wait for that to end. See if we're gonna get that drop. All right, just waiting for that breakout, waiting for some kind of displacement. Yeah, exactly. Need to see some kind of displacement. And we can't even get displacement on the 1 minute right now. So on the 1 minute, we still failed to displace here. Heading right back up into that range. And we're still respecting that 5 minute imbalance, 5 minute order block. You can see that we're just kind of chilling around VWAP today. So I'll continue to wait. I'll continue to be patient. Wait for the market to give us some direction. So far, we have not had good price action. Yeah, price action has been pretty bad this week. It has been a tough thing to navigate. Um, I'm still green on the week, but it has been very difficult. I'm not like super far in the green, not by much. Is the market gonna push through these levels? Are we gonna get the longs to step in here? ES looks like it's really trying to drive higher. See, it created that 5 minute imbalance here, and we've been trying to push up past these highs. The NQ still cannot pick a direction. Bouncing again off that 5-minute. Yeah, I mean, there's still nothing that I want to take right now. Now, if 1 minute barely closed above these highs, that's just not enough confirmation for me. Yeah, I know, guys. This price action will drive you mad. It'll drive you mad. As long as we can sit here and watch it play out, wait for better price action, we'll be okay. Keep managing our risk the right way, not blowing accounts. Well, I still want to see NQ give us something today. I still think we're going to be given an opportunity. We just got to wait for this breakout. Just got to wait for a breakout. I mean, the 15-minute looks very bullish right now. 15-minute looks like we're trying to head up. All these wicks down, respecting the imbalance below. Again, it's that for the 5-minute time frame where we're just not pushing through that imbalance, but we're also not making any real move to the downside after bouncing off the imbalance. Kind of coming back down, staying above VWAP. Yeah, exactly. That's the issue. Is we've had good setups and just no follow through, just really choppy, manipulative. We just can't break out of this. Can't break out of this level here. So I won't take a trade until we do. My bias overall is still short. It's still short overall. But again, we're going to have to be really looking for confirmation. Yeah, I mean, I would love a short as well. It's just a really difficult level to short at in this chop. We're just bouncing from VWAP, bouncing from this 5-minute imbalance, back and forth. But I would expect London low. I would expect London low to get taken out and possibly our previous week low. Yeah, I do not expect us to take out yesterday's high. I expect us to take out the lows. Okay, we're starting to see some better movement here. Some fuller bodied candles. We're starting to see some fuller bodied candles here. See if we can get some kind of displacement. Right, but this is what we want to see on a breakout move. We want to see these candles start looking like this, not like with the long wicks. Notice on this drop here, full body candles. On these, no full body candles, a lot of wicks. So this is looking good right now. Again, hopefully it doesn't run away from us. Right now it's kind of going to that target already. But obviously I'm not going to be getting an entry in all this chop. So if it goes and hits our target, well, we got to live with that. Got to accept it that we just didn't have a good entry. far bias is now playing out. Starting to play out now. And it wants to leave us behind. This is that manipulation, guys. Just chops forever. Doesn't give us an entry opportunity and then just dumps without any retracement. Right? So we can't get FOMO. Got to understand what the market's trying to do to us. It's trying to manipulate us, right? So we just grab that low down here. Still not being offered anything. Got this imbalance now. When we see both of them, we just got to figure out what's our higher time frame bias. And if our higher time frame bias is bearish, then I'm expecting the bearish one to be respected. So, I mean, price is just running away on us. We can see we're not getting any opportunity to get in. We're not getting any opportunity to get in, get involved. I still expect those London lows to get taken out, so I would still be willing to short from down here. It's just the issue is how much are we going to retrace, especially if we look here at the stealing range. Right, from the high to the low. Yeah, that 0.5 is up here, so we also have this bearish breaker on the 1 minute high, low, higher, high. So we might see retracement all the way to here, or price is just going to barely touch on that fair value gap and then drop. But even from this gap here, we still have 194 ticks down to that London low. There's still good reward. It's just about getting the right entry here. Waiting to see, are we going to retrace back up to the premium of this dealing range? Back up to that bearish breaker, or are we just going to react right off of the bottom of this gap? All right, so I'm going to wait for an entry. I'm not going to rush into an entry off an aggressive bullish candle, especially after sweeping a low already. And got to be careful here. No, I have not entered. I have not entered. Right now, it looks like we're trying to push up higher into this imbalance, so I'm being patient. Being patient here. Okay, I just got an entry in half a lot. I'm going to give it a shot. Again, I'm going to keep a very tight stop on this one just in case we want to push up all the way back up to that 0.5. I'm going to be very, very tight stop. Honestly, like I'll keep it at like 40 ticks here. I don't want to, because then if we do retrace, I want to get a re-entry. We're getting a nice bounce off that 1 minute. See what my entry is. Yeah, I'm getting filled very low here, which is, it's annoying to get filled that low. I'll keep a 45 tick stop just in this entry, just in case we want to push up all the way up to there. So 18.7, 13.25. Again, just a half a lot here. I don't want to keep a wide stop with this one because there's potential that we do retrace all the way up to here, and I'd rather just get a re-entry. But I still want to have the opportunity to be involved in this trade if we are going to drop from the bottom of that fair value gap. Right, but I don't want this stop to be detrimental. I'd rather have it see like that, right? So now I'm going to look for this price action is crazy, but we expected this possibility of us coming up here. So now we're in that premium. We're in that bearish breaker. So now I need to see a nice reaction off this level. Right now we're just pushing right through. Right, this price action is pretty crazy today. And that's why you saw me keep a tighter stop on that one. Kept a tighter stop because I didn't want to take a big loss on that one. Just because we had the possibility of retracing up to a premium of that range. Back up to that bearish breaker. All right, so pretty difficult price action to trade in right now. We obviously already swept this low here, but my overall target is still those London lows. I still want to look for an entry. Just waiting for that continued reaction. Yeah, I just got in one more. This is going to be... I'm not going to try to short anymore after this, guys. If this one doesn't work out, then I'm going to call it. So I just got in half a lot. Entry at 1650. They keep getting filled lower than I want. Keep a stop above VWAP. 55 ticks, 18.7, 30.25. This is going to be my last attempt at shorting this. If we continue to just manipulate, I'm just going to call it. If we continue to manipulate, that's going to be my loss limit on the day. If I get stopped out of this one, I'll be done. I'll be done. Again, like I said, guys, I've been going in lighter today, not going in as heavy. Which is what I recommended this morning, which is, I said that earlier. This is a day that we might want to go in a little bit lighter. This trade, if it goes well, I'll add into a heavier position. Okay, I've not added into a full. But I like that we retraced into a premium. We just got to push through this 1 minute imbalance here. Trace into a premium of this range. We retrace into that 1 minute unicorn. We're below VWAP. We still have a sell side target at London lows. Right now we're just struggling. We have that 5 minute imbalance above we might try to tap into. See what we do. If, like I said, guys, this will be my last trade either way. Gotten chopped up so far. Right, if this trade works out though, I'll end the day in the green. Right, we're looking at over 230 ticks for full TP. I mean, I probably won't even look to take first TP until we can take out that low. It's like 128 ticks. Just depends on how the trade goes. All right, but if you can manage your risk on, keep your stops or keep your losses small, not going in too heavy. Right, we haven't taken any full lot losses so far, right? So if you can do that, it still gives you the chance to end the day green on catching a big trade like this one. Okay, so I'm still in half a lot right now. I'm not adding it to a full until I see some confirmation. Until I see another fair value gap formed or order block that we can add into a full off of. Again, I don't want to just rush into a full here, then have to move my stop down and then price comes back up and stops me out, right? That's not what I want to do. 15-minute looks good. We're bouncing off that 15-minute order block. 5 minutes starting to look a little bit better. Again, we just keep manipulating though. We see that nice bearish candle. We're coming down and then we just pump right back up. So, yeah, I mean, I've gotten chopped up today so far. And this would be my last trade of the day for this session. All right, if I get stopped out here, I'm not going to take any more trades. Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm about to get stopped. Well, okay, guys, this has been a tough day. This is some rough price action today. This is some rough price action. Man, it's a bummer. It's a bummer. I really wanted to see these work out. I mean, I liked all the trades I took today. We're just seeing all this manipulation, but still kept my risk good. I mean, I'm down a good amount, but I didn't go over my loss limit. I didn't go over my daily loss limit. Okay, as long as you can do that, like, I know we took a lot of losses, and it always sucks to do that. But again, I haven't taken one loss today that was in a full position because I understood the manipulation in the market, and I wasn't ready to add into a full. But if you're blowing accounts off of these trades, you really got to rethink what you're doing. You really got to rethink what you're doing. You should not be blowing accounts. I mean, I think we took 4 losses, right? Yeah, 4 losses is never going to be good. It's never good for our accounts, but there's no way you should be blowing an account off of 4 trades. Ever, right? So I know that this was not good trading. I know it didn't end up working out. I still liked my entries. I still liked my setups. Or obviously I wouldn't have taken any of them if I didn't like them. I had my convictions, really liked them, and they didn't work out, right? So, but I can sit here and still be okay with my losses because I didn't risk 100% of my account in 4 trades, right? So you just gotta focus on that. You should not be over leveraging. And I even said today, go in lighter, guys, right? I said go in lighter. This is gonna be a hard day. So like, I gave you the warning. I told you I'm gonna be going in lighter. Like it's a day you should be scaling in lighter. And yeah, I always want to give you guys the best trades possible, and today has not been that kind of day, right? So bear with me. It's obviously a tough day, but what are you gonna do? You have your setups. It doesn't work out. There's a lot of manipulation. You got to move on, get past it, take your losses, go on to the next day, right? Or we'll go on to prop firm session. We'll go on. We'll do our education, and we'll move on. And we'll move on, right? So just try to focus on that, please. Like this is the day that if you're not careful, you're gonna blow so many accounts. You got to be careful. Focus on your scaling plan. Do not go over that. Do not go over your scaling plan. Stick to what you should be trading. Okay, I mean, we can see the manipulation so far. We can see all this manipulation. Our trades are looking great. I love my setup. And then, nope, price has a mind of its own and wants to manipulate first. So, yeah, and that's just the reality of a day like today. So, as long as we can keep our patience, keep our discipline. You didn't see me just jumping into trades, right? You didn't see me just like, oh my gosh, we're moving. I need to get in. No, we waited for a displacement move, a retracement move. We had our levels, and then they didn't work out. So that's the reality of a day like today. And if you can learn anything from today, it's that you need to focus on risk management. You need to keep those accounts going. Cannot be risking just because there's a sale on Apex or a sale on Top Step does not mean you should be risking 100% of your accounts in one trade or in one trading day. That's a terrible way to look at trading. It's not going to be sustainable. You got to focus on a sustainable trading strategy. That once you get that PA, once you pass that prop firm, that eval, that you can move into that PA account trading the exact same way, right? Because if you do that same thing where you're over leveraging on a eval, okay, yeah, I understand. Maybe you're not worried about it because it was only $30. But then what's going to happen when you get to your PA, you're going to have that same exact mindset and you just paid $100 or $150 for that. And you're going to just gamble it all away, right? Like, what's the point of that? What's the point? You're just throwing money. That's just gambling. You're throwing your money away for no reason. Okay, so focus on trading the right way with these eval accounts or whatever you're trading. That way, once you do get that PA, you're gonna have the same habits. You're not gonna over leverage. You're gonna scale in correctly, and you're gonna already your mind's gonna already know what to do. It's gonna be implemented in your subconscious. You're gonna know exactly what to do, even when there's more pressure. Right? You're gonna feel that more pressure because it is a PA, and I understand that it's more pressure because now it's the real deal. But if you just focused on trading the right way originally, I think you're gonna be all right once you get that PA. But if you just gambled on your eval, you're probably going to gamble on your PA as well. Or you're not going to know how to actually trade once you have that PA. Even if you want to trade it the right way, it's going to be kind of a hard thing to do. Because now your mind is completely wired in that gambling mode, that gambling idea. So please, please, if you learned anything from today, is just focus on your risk management. On days like today, focus on scaling down. Okay? Don't be adding into a full position on every single trade until you have that confirmation that you're ready to add into a full. Like I said earlier, I didn't add into a full in any of these trades because we just didn't get that confirmation. We either chopped or we didn't see any follow through displacement after we got an entry. So if I would have added into a full on every single trade, I'd be down real bad right now. Real bad, but you wouldn't have seen me take 4 trades if I had already added into a full on my first few trades, right, and taken big losses. But because I only entered into half, I still had a little bit of room to take at least one more trade on that last one. But once we lost that one, I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm calling it on the day. No more trades for me. It's not worth it. I hit that daily loss limit. I'm done. Okay, I'm going to step away. I'm not going to trade this account at all for the rest of the day. And then, we'll come back and we'll trade our prop firm accounts and we'll focus on that. So that's what I want to leave you with. Obviously, I want to win for you guys every day. I want to win for myself every day, but it's not going to happen all the time. It's been a tough week so far to navigate. I assure you, most people, or a lot of people, are down thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars right now on this week because of this difficult price action. We should not be like that. I am not like that. I am not down thousands and thousands of dollars, right? So just focus on that risk management. Remember, that's the most important thing here. Learn to be patient. Learn to sit and wait for that chop to end. Wait for a displacement move. Wait for something clear, right? And that's what we did, and we still didn't get to see that follow through. And that's just the type of day it's been so far. So we'll come back in a few hours. We'll do our education. We'll get our mind right. We'll focus on some, good strategies. Just getting better with our mindset, getting better with our strategy, getting better with our risk management. And then we'll come back and hopefully by our prop firm session, we'll have some better PA, we'll have some better price action that we'll be able to trade with our micros and just, kind of just focus on trading the right way. All right. So as long as we can do that, as long as we're getting at least 1% better every day, even that doesn't mean you have to win every day. But if you can learn and get better at least 1% every single day, good things will happen. Remember, we're playing the long game. We're not playing the short game. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So if you did mess up today, if you did over leverage, if you did blow your account or you blew your accounts, use this as a learning day. Rethink what you're doing. Journal. Why did I blow my account? Why did I leverage 100% of my account? Just think of that. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? And then figure out those answers, diagnose the issue, and formulate a plan on how you're going to fix that. How are you going to get better? How am I going to get 1% better today or tomorrow than I was today or today than I was yesterday? If you continue that same issue over and over again, how do you ever expect to succeed, especially in this trading game? I just don't know how you can expect to do well and to succeed if you continue to do the same exact thing and do not solve your issues. You've got to focus on, what are my problems? How am I going to fix them? How am I going to make this better? And then from there, you're going to start to see a change. All right. So I hope that you leave at least today with some value. You leave today understanding maybe what we did wrong, what you did wrong, where you can improve, what you did right, understanding the importance of risk management, and we can move on from this session and understand that we didn't just, it's not detrimental, it's not the end of the world. It's a losing day. Nobody likes losing days. But we have to live with it. We have to move on. Get our mind ready for tomorrow. Okay, so that's what I'll leave you with here. Again, we'll be back on for education. So hopefully you all, most of you or all of you will be there for that. We'll get our learning in. We'll get better, and then we'll end the day with our prop firm session. All right, so please take care of those accounts. Please don't go revenge trading right now. I'm begging you, don't do that. Don't revenge trade. Okay, the market won today. We got to give them the win, and we'll move on. All right, so I appreciate all you guys so much. God bless every one of you. I will see you soon, hopefully, for education. I hope to see you all there. If not, maybe prop firm session. All right, guys, stay safe, and I will see you all in a little bit. All right, guys, peace.